The room was thick with the smell of burnt coffee, a bitter reminder of my mother's perpetual need to pretend everything was normal. It was the same house, the same cracked walls. But I was different. I was here to confront them, to show them what they had lost in their relentless mockery. Look who finally crawled back. My brother Jake's voice sliced through the air, laced with the familiar sarcasm that had always stung. The crazy sleep scientist! Did you find any ghosts in your dreams? I clenched my jaw, resisting the urge to shout that I was more than a punchline. They had branded me a disgrace after I exposed falsified studies in that prestigious clinic. I had become the family's cautionary tale, the subject of whispered conversations. My obsession with dream contagion mapping was a source of ridicule, unhealthy, delusional, until the day I finally snapped and left, armed with nothing but my convictions and a notebook filled with the raw terror of shared nightmares. Years passed, years spent fighting shadows in the dark, grappling with the intangible threads that bound our nightmares together. I witnessed horrors that would make the bravest shudder. I had come back to arm myself with vindication, ready to unveil the truth that crawled beneath their skins while they slept. Truths that the world now feared but couldn't ignore. "Have you come to apologize?" My mother's voice quivered, a mix of hurt and resentment. "You've brought enough shame on us as it is." Her words hung in the air like smoke, choking the warmth in the room. I could see the traces of aging on her face, the lines of worry that deepened with every sleepless night she'd endured. Much like the patients I had studied. But I wasn't here to mend bridges. I was here to expose the chasm beneath us. "Mom," I said, stealing my voice, "I'm not here to apologize. I've uncovered things that could change everything. You wanted me to see reason, but look around you. The real insanity is denying what lurks in our dreams." Jake laughed derisively, but I can see the flicker of doubt in his eyes. "You think you're some kind of hero now? There's no such thing as shared nightmares. It's just a bunch of mumbo-jumbo." I pulled out my laptop, the screen glowing like a beacon in the dim light. I had spent years connecting the dots, mapping the horrors that seeped through our subconscious, using technology that bordered on the insane. The nightmares I recorded were not just personal torments. They were collective, shared by those who had suffered in silence. I had seen the truth, the monstrous legacy that lay beneath the surface of sleep. They're real, Jake. Everything you laughed at, the dream contagion, it's here, and you're too afraid to face it. I opened a file, revealing a collection of video clips. They were raw and unfiltered, recordings of sleep studies that had gone terribly awry. The screams echoed in the room, fragile and haunting, twisting like shadows. It was then that I heard it, a low rumbling sound emanating from the walls. The air thickened, and I could feel the vibrations pulsating through my body. My family exchanged glances, the laughter fading from their faces. "What the hell is that?" my mother whispered, her eyes darting around the room. "Welcome to the consequences of denial," I said, a grin satisfaction coursing through me as the low sound crescendoed into a cacophony of terrified whispers. The nightmares I had recorded were spilling out, alive and furious, feeding off their disbelief. Suddenly,